Hello?
What are you doing? What are you talking shit about me for?
No, so were you there? Was Stuttering John there?
No, when I got there, I was a little late. Stuttering John was gone, but Shuli and Karl and all his crew were there. Am I on the air right now?
Yeah.
All right. For the record, Missy B is a hot piece of ass. I'll knock the bottom out of that little racist Nazi.
What?
I mean, the guy, you know.
Yeah, hey.
You called it down the middle.
Right.
When?
I would.
No, what time?
What time? What? What time?
What time would I bang her? Probably like 12, 1 o'clock.
I'm a dusk guy myself. That's where I find
that first, you know.
Yeah, dusk is where I find I'm most, eager for beaver.
I like it before dinner because they're not too full after dinner. Yeah. It's best to have sex with me in a darkly lit room, you know.
Whenever
Where did you see her?
She was at the bar. She was there. Missy B was at the bar. It says Stevie Tomatoes.
Okay, so you got there, and then what happened?
Wow, fascinating.
No, I got there and Karl, everybody was there. Shuli, those two groups, you know, and a couple fans and everything. And they said John had just left, you know.
So wait, John was there and they didn't confront him?
No, but I don't know what John wasn't there when I got there. That's all I know.
Okay, that's what I want to know. So they're saying John was there when they got there, but they didn't confront him.
Oh, we're saying.
Well, I don't know about all that, about waiting in the
What did they say?
What are you saying?
Hey, I don't know nothing about birth and babies, okay?
He has said it 3 times. He's not saying what you want him to say. That's why you keep repeating this.
I don't know nothing about the Corleone family.
But,
What do I know about the Corleones?
Theo Hank does this, and Theo Hank does that.
They didn't say. They said he wasn't here when we got there.
Yeah, but he was there when he got there.
Oh, so Kevin knows because Kevin
made it up.
Ah, got it.
How the fuck do I know? I'm just telling you. They wasn't. Listen. They said he left.
You're leading the witness, Mr. Brennan.
Right. Your Honor, may I tickle him?
From what they were saying is that the bar said, listen, John, because I guess they kind of like rented a little space, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the bar said, listen, John, we don't want no trouble, man. So why don't you just tuck and roll? And then, so that, but I don't know. I'm just guessing.
So what did
Now, no one told John he has to leave. John left on his own. John could have stayed there. He was there for a while. Looney Tunes was there keeping an eye on him, sending us video. And we got there at 7:45.
Mm-hmm.
He was gone.
Poof.
Maybe we got there 7:48, whatever.
7:47, I believe was.
Okay. Well, there you go. He left. I know you guys. I know the SJ Army strong, and whatever army you guys are, you know, with Kevin. I know you really want to believe that we were all hiding from John and the old couple that were backing him up for the Rumble.
That's what doesn't make sense about this whole theory to me. Like, Shuli's scared of John. Okay, fine, whatever. But the idea that Shuli, Mike, Zen, Andy, me, Karl, Vinny, Paulino, Trucker Andy, producer, all like 9 of us were terrified to go in there and confront John. Does that make sense?
It's insane.
Shuli and Karl tell you? They didn't tell you anything?
So what's even more insane from what I hear is John calls in today and tells Kevin that we were hiding from him until he left, which is crazy because if it's one thing we learned by listening to these calls this past weekend is this motherfucker does not stop lying for a second.
Nope.
Every word out of his mouth is a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they told me that he wasn't there when they got there.
The caller sounds like the guy who caught Vito in the gay bar. Say hello to your wife. Yeah.
So, I mean,
So what was the plan? They want to go there, but they didn't expect them to be there, or they did expect them to be there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. I can't.
There you go. So they'll spend it like John ran, but my sources are saying John was there.
Your source is on the phone right now. And he's
Right. What other source do you have? How come you're not producing that source to tell you the version that you clearly want? This source isn't cooperating.
Does he wrap his hands in saran wrap before he goes on? Is it?
My God, it's his hands match his throat.
Yeah.
But it's like, what did
Ah!
That's pretty brutal. He's like, what did Karl and Shuli tell you? Why don't you just ask us then? Why don't we be your moles?
Right.
If you want to know the information, why do you have to go through this guy? This guy's telling you all he knows, and he doesn't know anything.
Right.
Yeah.
He's getting mad because the guy got there late and had a good time for once.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify to the boss, he was a gentleman.
He was.
Nice guy.
He was a gentleman,
We talked to him for
even
a
though, the thoughts and opinions of T.O. Hank do not necessarily reflect those of TSN. But he never was inappropriate or was act like he was such a good guy, a good hang.
Yeah.
Welcomed everybody. He wasn't a dick to anybody. There was no drama. That's who he's talking to, Genta. T.O. Hank.
And Shuli was afraid to go in because Shuli's afraid of everybody. He talks a big game, but he's afraid of everybody.
I was terrified.
John's not going to smack nobody in the.
Come to Alabama. Let's see how scared I am.
Yeah.
Come on. You think I'm scared of you, old man?
Well,
What are you going to pedal on over here? They got bike lanes. You'll get here in one piece.
You remember how Kevin went up to me to intimidate me at the movie theater? Yeah.
Shook your hand like the psycho that he is. Remember when he squeezed it really hard and brought you down to one knee? Remember that?
When he took.
Oh, it was like shaking Eric the Midget's hand, really.
That's like, remember when he took Stevie Lewis's date instead of his wife?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, his wife is tired of beating people up for him.
Right.
So like, let Stevie do it for a change.
Bar that he goes to every day because then he can't go back there. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Who holds a phone like that? Trainables.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, but also Shuli wasn't going because they had to deal with the manager. So
Now I had to deal with a manager. Do any of you guys remember anyone dealing with a manager when we walked in or before?
Yeah, Jimmy Mouth of the South came out.
That's right. Listen here, baby. You got it, baby.
Mr. Fuji blew smoke in your face.
but they're still Shuli's still pretending like he's a tough guy. But if he's a tough guy, wouldn't
I'm tougher than you old fuck.
he just go in and confront John?
I was there, Kevin. Your boy left. Your boy is a pussy. Like when he showed up to your building and you didn't come down, you guys are the same pussy.
And he didn't come back to confront us either. Like he could have came back.
Yeah.
We were there till like 11 o'clock at night.
He lives 5 minutes from Stevie Tomatoes, right? Thank God, because he drives home drunk every day from there.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. He said he's at Stevie Tomatoes from 5 to 7 every day. What do you do at Stevie Tomatoes from 5 to 7 every day? You drink. And then you get in your car and you go home. So you are driving drunk. Sue me.
Be a math.
Come
Can I
on.
throw something else out there?
Yeah.
If John's whole Shuli was waiting in the car until he left thing was true, why would John leave? Because that means if he stays and you're too afraid to go in, the event never happens.
Oh, and you don't think John would have his phone out searching for us in the parking lot, recording this for any kind of victory? We all know the truth. Everybody here knows what kind of pussy we are talking about. And isn't it ironic? What a coinky dink that the only person backing up John is the other biggest pussy in this Dabbleverse.
Yeah,
How's the new John?
Yeah, very, very good point. If John thought we were in the parking lot when he left, again, it was a DoorDash for a fight. Everybody that he hates was in that parking lot then.
Yeah,
And he
come in
left.
like the Ultimate Warrior and just start clotheslining people back and forth. Go nuts.
Your arms are long enough.
Yeah, you could grab a Toyota and shake it like the ring ropes. That fucking guy.
I don't know, man. You know, who knows? I don't know.
Who knows exactly? That's why I asked you. What do you know? You know nothing.
Well, I was there, and I talked to. Listen, I used to boots on the ground. I had one order: find out how much Shuli is paying his people, and I couldn't find out nothing. They weren't talking. They don't.
They weren't talking.
You know, it's weird that he says that because I told him exactly how much I make.
We all did. We told Kevin. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
He knows. I don't know why he didn't tell you, but we gave him numbers. We showed him 1099s.
Zenhauser gets 5 meatball subs a show.
Drink. They all smoke pot. So Zenhauser said he's open to sliding over when Shuli cuts him off. That's the impression I did. He didn't say that, but you know, that's the impression I got.
I love him. I love him.
What it was like, I looked into his eyes and I saw it.
Right. Those weren't his words by any means, but it's a feeling, you know, something in the air. You could feel it.
You know,
When
the hair in the back of your neck stands up. You know.
Don't word his words as to per se.
My God, they smoke so much pot, Kevin. You're not gonna believe it. Shout out to TOA.
He'll slide over when Shuli cuts him off.
Wait, what did he say?
I said, listen, because he was telling me about we were talking about when you used to do them silent shows during COVID and everything.
No, listen, everyone in Kevin's shows is a silent show.
As a real comic, you know what I mean? Make the move.
Yeah, we watched 15 minutes of his silent show today where Ray was talking through the whole time.
You know what I mean? But you know, he couldn't talk about it then. But Mike.
Yeah, he's afraid of Shuli.
Anytime.
Huh?
Well, you are.
Huh? What'd you say?
He's afraid of Shuli, Zenhauser.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna.
Listen, John is afraid of me. That's why he ran off.
Mm-hmm.
You're afraid of me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only real man here is T.O. Hank.
Yeah, Stevie Lou's afraid of you. When he stares
afraid.
into those eyes, he's hypnotized.
I'm in his head. He should be afraid. I control that dude's whole setup.
Mm-hmm.
Say anybody's afraid of anybody, but I don't know what's going on with them guys. I'm a fucking fan on the street, and so you're all monkeys in the zoo to me. I'm throwing rocks at all you jokers.
Wow,
that's the way it is to me. But,
that hurts.
Beautiful. Well said, Tio. Well said.
That's funny.
Well put.
Well, not you. I mean,
no, you know what you meant. You know what you said. You know what you said.
All right,
it looks good on you though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, all the intel you can, and I still don't know what happened.
I can't. I'm not walking around Karl's house while they're doing the fucking show.
No,
I'm at his stereo.
Where are they at Karl's house?
Well, I assume they are. I don't know. I got a lanyard though. They had lanyards. They made fun of Chad about the lanyards, but they had lanyards though.
Okay, but it is nuts that John was there at the bar that they were having an event at, and then they coincidentally or opportunistically,
Opportunicity. What?
You heard him.
You heard him.
He sounds like a guy getting pulled over on cops.
What happened was
the opportunicity of this situation, officer.
event at, and then they coincidentally or opportunistically,
I was there before.
Okay, but magically they didn't run into each other, even though they talk. Shuli talks about John all the time. Magically, they didn't run into John, even though John was at the bar and they were having an event at the bar.
We tried.
It's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what do you want me to say? John went there early with his biker friends, and then
biker friends.
They didn't go in because, listen, nobody wants to go smacking people and getting locked up on a Thursday night.
Exactly. We were going for a meet and greet, Kevin. No one's claiming to be a tough guy here. No one was showing up to fight. John is the one who tweeted or wrote in his own YouTube comments, which is what he's been reduced to, that he was coming and bringing 20 bikers to fuck us all up. All we did was show up to the scheduled appearance that we had earlier than the time that it started, which John could have totally stayed for us arriving. He chose not to.
And Stevie Tomatoes was uniquely bangerless.
Yeah, not one banger in there of either sex.
I do.
You've never been in county jails.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Chrissy wants
Well, hey, Tio, at least he respects you, man.
trademark it. She's more to Brennan, get horses. I got it.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We got a bunch more stuff from a bunch of different other shows. So if you want to support us, you want to be a part of what's happening here, subscribe, notify, and get yourself a membership. 2 levels, $5, $10. We got more bonus shows than we know what to do with. So help us out. Get in here.